Generally, the pant hem is double folded and stitched from the right side. Check your pattern instructions for the seam allowance and hem fold. Here, the hem will be double folded, ½ inch for the seam allowance and ½ inch for the hem allowance. Using a ruler, measure 1 inch from the right side and mark with the fabric marker so that it can be brushed off or removed later on. After marking, fold on the marked line, wrong sides together and press. Fold this raw edge of the hem up to the pressed crease line. Fold again and press. Press using the steam of the iron and put some pressure on the fabric fold using a clapper or a wooden block to create a crisp and flat seam. Since the side seams are pressed open and the inseams are overlocked together and pressed to the front, the inseam will be more bulky. Therefore, you can clip the inseam seam allowance and distribute the bulk. This is where the hem will be finished. To reduce the bulk inside the hem, clip the seam allowance on the crease line up to but not through the sewn seam line. Move the bottom seam allowance in the opposite direction. Now, when the fabric is double folded for hemming, the bulk will be distributed evenly for better sewing. Pin the hem at the side seam, inseam, and midways to hold it in place. The hem looks like a cylinder and it can be sewn either from the inside or outside the cylinder. To sew from inside the cylinder, the pant leg right side should be outside. Remove the attachment from the machine and check if the hem fits around the base. And begin stitching from the inseam. To stitch without removing the attachment, pant leg wrong side should be outside and stitching will be done from inside the cylinder. Here, ½ inch double fold hem is being done. From the needle position, find ½ inch marking on the machine and align the folded hemline to that marking. Here, the needle is moved to the left so that the presser foot is on the fabric holding the hem layers. Begin stitching from the inseam. No need to backstitch here. You can pull the threads to the back or cut them with the scissors. Now overlap a few stitches and backstitch to secure the threads. This is how it's going to look from the right side and from the wrong side.